Hi everyone, I'm Abby, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright's Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, last episode we started Bridge to the Turnabout and ended on quite a cliffhanger, and now we're about to come across a little twist, but it's a good one. Where could we be? Who could that be at this time of night? Yes? Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Louise Stoneham. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris. My beautiful Iris. She needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! Been 1 year since I left that country. Thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. Yep, we're playing as Edgeworth now. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Maya, and Iris's bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital to pay Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was a picture book author, Miss Elise Stoneham. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. Hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right, you got it. But they arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And he was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. This is some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other... He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you, Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor's a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like I'm a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to our side of the story. That's right, he wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Louise said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron! How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Must be imagining things. This woman. I feel like I've met her before. Eh. The guard is glaring at me. If someone glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Excuse me. The camera's glaring at me. Something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Is something bothering you? Excuse me. It's funny. Good old Edgeworth. Pardon me, Iris, I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have this distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Asakura Temple. Asakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there and why I continue to train. To purify my soul. What sins do you think she's talking about? I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped clean up after dinner and then went back to my room at around 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but... I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall the night of the murder? Yes. However, you didn't go because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. Must be what Wright was talking about. The Psycholocks. I believe he said that I need to present this Megatoma I'm to do something. Yeah, we can't do anything about that right now, though. Do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. I mean, I'm certain the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Donham? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those Psycholock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Heh. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. You know, I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. That appears that's about all I can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, I have the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, we began to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. Deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Yeah. Sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Rescue Bridge. Oh, wow! It's you, Mr. Edgeworth! Ugh, Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year. Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to the local precinct? Wise decision. The fast amount and nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. You even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum in your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Gatto was gonna get here before me. The guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Prosecutor Gatto? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, the bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless himself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training and now they're stuck there. Yes, heard that from Wright. It's my FA. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Should be alright in this cold? So how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Yeah. So who is this Prosecutor Gatto? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Short up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. He's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Gatto has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. Better look into this Gatto myself. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. I see. A very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, we got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Gotta love Gumshoe. Everyone being so sarcastic towards him is both funny and mean-spirited at the same time. Like, I love Edgeworth and all, but he really needs to cut back on being mean to Gumshoe. Yo, Edgy! What took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet! I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec! Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain. One thing led to another, and what kind of lame excuse is that? You call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth defense attorney just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy, I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. Say more like sorber. It is rather cold here. Ours didn't murder her, someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Man, I'm telling you, ours is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl like you can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time, honest. I had a penny for every time he said that. I'd have 2 pennies, but it's weird it's happened twice. Sorry, I had to make that joke. Even though it's probably been a lot more pennies than concerning Larry, yeah. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost! Go back in your charger and go out of my sight, you creep! I hope you're playing crashes and you die. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? As I suspected, Psycholocks. I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memories are wrecked, dude. Eh. Been a while since I've done this, isn't it? Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. And so you've got to do it. You've got to see my little Iris. That's exactly why I hate childhood friends. Yeah. I don't present the badge that often, but yeah. Kind of entertaining whenever I do. Hey, hello there. I'm sorry, how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My. Hands up, always yourself is always a welcome. Circumstances were so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, yeah, I found her. And what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. Yes, nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. Oh, my stomach's already growling a protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the 2 of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. Must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right, that does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why'd you come back here? While you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself for a decidedly different reason. You got the chills pretty easily, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. Pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then I passed out. Fortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I might look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Remember how cold it was last night? My bad back is still as stiff as frozen grass. I just wanted to take a nice long hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this hen nun actually see Iris there? I think better try to get some more details. So who was this acolyte that was trained at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still over there doing that at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one, little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she's Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya Fey's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner and cleaning up. I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Eh. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. But that doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said she never went to the inner temple. As they say, the plot thickens. Creepy, isn't it? There are more ends of cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. That looks like an old manila envelope. What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself, then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Unless she wants her secret to be exposed. It sounds like a blackmail letter. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Leave him alone. Yeah. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun Iris at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. I'd make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your running mouth spout leaked over the years? A lot, but at least we can rely on him because he helps the truth come out, yeah. Victim is the famous picture book off from Miss Elise Donham. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. Estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death is blood loss resulting from a stab to the back of the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes, the victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building. A 2-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. This happens to be the room Miss Elise Donham was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed with the sword. Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they finished dinner, she and my Fae headed to the inner temple. At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. You want more details? You should ask Bikini yourself in the main hall. Then her temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Gato guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold won't be defending, he just lost interest. I tend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. So I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stinkster? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea it's a powerful string to pull. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. The only thing there is the inner temple. Here, it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon? Sure is. It's called a Shishitu, by the way. That's a piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose it's the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shishitu too. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Fingerprints are on the murder weapon? What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figured it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Yeah. What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff. That belongs to the victim, Miss Elise Stoneham. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. Yeah, gotta love Gumshoe. Yeah. Bunch of skiing stuff and sleds and stuff, yeah. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of Psycholocks. Guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Before we do that, let's go to the detention center. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. Mhm. Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand? Yes, sir. Small flame can sometimes bathe the case in a whole new light. And many years in court have seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you. Isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to it that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini's like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have had anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want your secret told to. Yeah, she was talking about a secret and keeping it from him. Yeah. Phoenix Wright. You mean something to Wright, it seems. I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. Yeah. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. Small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? It's around here. Together you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. The thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking in Heavenly Hall? I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. Yes. It looked as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night? Yes, that's exactly right. Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell me your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. I just finished speaking with the head nun at Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Lily Stoneham with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last night, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Miss Sister Bikini said she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Interesting, isn't it? Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal the detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said. I got an objection. Whoa, what the? Edgy, you dirty rat! Gumshoe. Oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. In a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell you how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's gonna really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He's never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If you really want to know the answer to that, I'm going to have to drag him out onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? That kind of attitude would never be a ladies' man like me. Okay. Chill out with those scary eyes. We got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? It's cute. What is this festive looking ornament? Reminds me of our class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, oh yeah, we're never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold a dollar, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected that. Be quiet already! I'll never forget the shame of that day. Want a crane? I can make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy? Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, it's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Grr, it's exactly why I hate childhood friends. It's cute. Okay. Let's do this now. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping. I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, sing! The world in front of me went white. I could just have been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Rescue bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still 3 Psycholocks remaining. It means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, Where were you when you saw that happen? Where you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Yeah, there's cliffs and trees in the way. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees and it's impossible to see the bridge from there. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room? Where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge from was here. The place you saw the lightning struck from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you have at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? And that's what you might call affaire decor. I think you mean affaire decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. I was waiting for Iris, yeah. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person we were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. Do you think you got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Yeah. Here's your evidence. You called her to the spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey! Get that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway? It's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. I'm so sorry. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burns so bright hotly it can melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh? And what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair? Alright, then why'd you send a letter in a business like manila envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes, sheesh. Then why are we so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry? What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. And now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What isn't? That's all there is to your story. Your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? I've just about had it with this Harlequin. You really want to drag the truth out of him? I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Yeah, Edgeworth literally rage quits because of all those Psycholocks, yeah. Or as he calls them, Psycholocks. Okay, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and check out my Twitch and Ko-Fi Twitter/X. And next episode will be going to trial and it'll be interesting. Yeah, interesting for sure, yeah. So anyways, looking forward to that and peace off.